I'm sure you've heard or come across SMART goals at some point in your life, but what is a SMART goal? SMART is an acronym, a word formed from the first letters of other words and then pronounced as a word itself. In this case, SMART. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, although sometimes people use a few minor variations which I'll discuss as I go along. I'll give you a quick heads up on the specifics of each term shortly, and you'll also get the chance to download our SMART Goals template. But first, let's break down SMART into its component parts so you can set SMART goals for yourself or your business. The first S of SMART stands for specific and answers the question what, who, or where. So, for example, what is the specific task or goal you are trying to achieve for yourself or for your business? Who is undertaking this goal? This may just be you, an organisation, for example, your business, or part of an organisation, such as perhaps the finance department. And finally, where will this goal be achieved? So let's look at an example. First, starting off with a personal example of a specific SMART goal. The who, the what, and the where. So in a personal sense, you'll have I, that's the who. What is will lose weight. And where, at the local gym. Let's take a business example. Who, what, and where. So the who is my social media team, and they will increase likes, that's the what, where on Facebook. The M of SMART stands for measurable and answers the question how in terms of a quantity. How will you measure the success of your goal? How will you know if progress is being made in achieving this goal? So you need to quantify or put numbers to your goal. Returning to our earlier example, you might say as a personal goal, I will eat healthily and exercise at the local gym to lose 10 pounds. There, the measurable is quantifying how much weight you're going to lose. And in business terms, you might say, my social media team will increase likes on Facebook to 1,000. I'd also add that it's a good idea to set measurable tasks along the path to achieving your overall goal. E.g., you might, in a business setting, set 500 Facebook likes by the end of June if you're wishing to achieve it by the end of the year. The A of SMART stands for achievable or attainable. And questions you might like to ask yourself here include, is the task attainable? I.e., is it feasible or possible? Is there, for example, sufficient resource? Goals should stretch us, but they also need to be feasible. It's extremely unlikely, for example, that you would be able to become a professional footballer if you are aged over 40, though you could very likely set a goal of playing very competitive sport. But likewise, be careful not to let your beliefs limit attempting ambitious goals. What factors might prevent you from achieving your goal? Is achieving it dependent on others, for example? Or do those others believe it's attainable and buy into achieving it? Can you reframe the goal so it's perhaps less dependent on others, or it's dependent on those you know will see it through? Let's take our examples from earlier. The personal example might be losing 10 pounds is challenging, but is achievable, having lost 8 pounds before, and you'll also seek the help of a personal trainer a friend recommended who has helped them in the past. And 1,000 Facebook likes in your business setting are attainable. Last month your team had 100 new Facebook likes with a team push, so it's perfectly feasible to achieve the target of 1,000 Facebook likes within the year. The R of SMART stands for relevant. Key questions of relevancy here are, why is achieving this goal important to you or your business? This should include it's relevant in the short and long term to your overall purpose. If personal, for yourself, or in business, for your organisation. What values in your life or your organisation does this goal reflect? And finally, what effect will achieving this goal have on your life or your organisation or on others? R equals relevant. So continuing with our weight loss personal example, losing weight is important because being overweight has affected my confidence, you might say. Short term, it will give me more energy, and long term health issues will also be alleviated. In the business environment, it's important to increase our social presence online, as business is growing from online orders, and we recognise that social proof as a strategic element in our plan is necessary for increasing online sales. The final letter, T, of SMART, stands for Timebound. When will you achieve this goal by? Put a time frame to your goals with start and end dates. It will help your motivation. Your personal example, I will lose £10 by Easter. That's the time frame. This is a realistic time frame based on me losing a couple of pounds per week. And in business, 1,000 Facebook likes is achievable by the end of the year. This fits in with our overall plan to gradually increase our online presence whilst not overloading the section who have other priorities. So let's put it all together. So here's our personal example. I will eat healthily and exercise 3 times a week, specific, at the local gym to lose £10, measurable, in weight by Easter. This is a challenging but achievable SMART goal because I have lost £8 before in a similar time frame, achievable, and this time I will be utilising the help of a personal trainer, relevant, to further aid my motivation for the target date of Easter, T for Timebound. And secondly, in our business example, my social media team will increase likes on Facebook, S for specific, to 1,000, M for measurable, by year end. This is an achievable SMART goal as the team already increased likes by 100 last month, and this makes the target of 1,000 realistic, achievable, and achievable within the time frame, relevant, and alongside other team priorities, whilst fitting in with my overall business strategic aims for the year end time frame. So what's next? All that remains is to download and fill in your own SMART goals template and frame your SMART goals.